to Retail Media Thursdays. My name is Michelle Irwin, and once again, I am back in an Irish bar in Chicago with Kaitlyn Fundakowski from Chomps. Welcome, Kaitlyn, to Retail Media Thursdays here in Chicago.
So excited to be here.
So excited to have you. I'm excited to be here. This is the second one we've done now in Chicago, and they've both been in Irish pubs. But do you want to tell everyone where we are and why you chose this one?
We're at the Kerryman in River North, and I chose it because I've been coming here for years, just like on and off. It's always like a cozy spot in the winter, and I like it. And also come from Irish heritage, so Irish pubs have a soft spot in my heart.
I thought you chose it because I was over from the UK.
Partially that too.
Do you want to actually introduce yourself and
Yes.
explain a bit about your role at Chomps?
Kaitlyn Fundakowski, Senior Director of Ecom at Chomps. I've been at Chomps for a little over 5 years. And came in really to kind of run their Amazon business and advertising strategy, and then have started to also oversee full ecom. So I oversee a direct consumer business and then all performance marketing that rolls up to that within ecom. So anything digital really I'm focused on, and have an awesome team who supports us. But seeing some very exciting growth at Chomps over the past 5 years since joining, and there's no slowing down.
That's an exciting place to be.
Yes.
What's been your peak of the week, either personally or professionally?
I spent a lot of time in our office this week. We moved into a new office in the West Loop. We have a lot of new people who have joined our team, so it's just been fun to see some of those people internally and in person. We're fully remote, but we have an office for people who are located in Chicago, so that's been fun. Then I also did my 100th Berries Boot Camp class.
Oh.
I go to Berries a lot in the winter, so I can't run outside when it's freezing cold here. So that was a big milestone.
And the weather has actually improved today, though, so you could get out.
Get some sunshine today.
Let's get into the retail media portion of things. So Chomps is a very successful e-commerce first brand, but a lot of people watching this will probably work for more kind of traditional CPG companies. What's the difference? Like, for those people who are looking to scale their digital commerce sales, what advice would you give them, and what have you learned, and have you kind of come up with any challenges along the way?
Yeah, I think it's interesting because when I was on the agency side, I kind of saw that side of it where, brands are looking to grow their digital footprint second, and it's nice coming into Chomps with like an established e-com business and loyal customers who shop online. And I think when looking at the online business in general, just looking at where people are converting, so like from a direct to consumer to an Amazon experience, and like not being afraid to spread your budget across multiple channels, because we want to, at the end of the day, like convert where the shopper is and be available wherever they want to shop. And so I think not being afraid of that and kind of spreading budget across both. We see higher search traffic on some channels versus others, and then during certain times of the year, we see seasonality changes within where customers are converting. And, on direct consumer, we have that direct touch with email and SMS and things like that. So really being like spread yourself wide and full omni-channel approach on different channels. And then on the performance marketing side, just scaling the channels that are converting the highest and bringing in the most loyal shoppers. I think making sure people are repeat purchasing where you're bringing them in is super important.
Cool. You mentioned there that you do spread yourself wide. You were working with a lot of retailers. How do you think about allocating the budget across the different retailers? Do you have to make any compromises along the way?
Yeah, it's a tough question, and I think like it's constantly changing. Like seasonality has a big piece of it. So Chomps is a better for you meat snack brand, and January and like in the new year we see a pretty big spike. So making sure we're kind of firing at all cylinders during that time. And I would say there are smaller channels that we've tested, and like if they aren't performing, we've pivoted to channels that are working. So I think the biggest thing for us is just like testing and learning. And if something's working on we'll start with a small budget, but then we're not afraid to invest pretty heavily if we're seeing something working. So that's always been my mentality, is like put the budget behind it, and also understand what your measurement is like if you're targeting like new to brand percent, or if you're targeting a certain ROI, like set that from the beginning, understand if the campaign's performing to those metrics, and then add budget as you're seeing fit. And we really look at it like month over month, like every month we're adding budget to certain platforms that are performing really well.
So you head up e-commerce and performance, but I know that recently you've just launched your first brand campaign. Congratulations, it's very exciting. How do you think about that connectivity between brand and demand, and like taking a full funnel approach? Like, how's that changed how you think about your world?
Yeah, so this is a huge moment for us. I think like getting this far up the funnel in advertising is such a big moment for any brand, but having like been across the journey over the past 5 years at Chomps, it's been so exciting to kind of launch and see it. Take Bigger Bites is our messaging behind the campaign, and I think it's such a pivotal moment for our performance marketing strategy because we're only 30 days in of the campaign being live, and we're already seeing branded search increases, and we're also seeing lower funnel campaigns, perform better. So I think just measurement behind and like knowing when the right moment is to scale up the funnel is so important. And I think as we move forward, we will move more budget there as we kind of ramp our total full funnel strategy. And I think it's been so fun to work with our brand team on that concept and also like bring it to life on our product detail pages and brand store on Amazon and like on our website on D2C. So if a customer sees the ad in market, they're then seeing the same messaging on our website. So so exciting, and I think you'll see more of that to come on the Chomps side.
Are those new budgets that you've got, or are they kind of being moved from some of the lower funnel activity into the upper funnel with streaming TV?
I would say not moved. We want to continue to make sure we're increasing lower funnel with the upper funnel ad, but just as revenue grows and also just retail placement grows in store and we just have more distribution, we're adding budget as like our revenue projections grow, which has been so exciting. And someone who sees the ad might convert, at Target or Walmart, which is great. Like we want customers to convert wherever they're shopping. So it's been kind of like supporting full omni-channel as we've just been growing distribution and adding new flavors and new pack sizes in store.
Cool, it's very exciting.
Yes.
It's a great campaign, I love it.
Yes,
so congratulations. So we do a state of retail media study every single year, and one of the questions that we asked recently was around data clean room usage. Now, only 9% of people either said they had full use or like extensive usage of data clean rooms. When we were talking previously, I know you're doing some quite sophisticated things in this area. Do you want to explain a bit more about that and kind of what you've learned?
Yeah, so we have our own Amazon Marketing Cloud instance, which I think has been huge just for our digital footprint, understanding where customers are shopping and purchase habits across both direct-to-consumer and Amazon. We established that in 2022 and then really started digging into it in 2023. So we're able to kind of overlay our direct-to-consumer audience with our Amazon audience. And it's been like the magic question that I've been, looking to answer over the past 5 years is like if we convert a shopper through Amazon advertising on the Amazon platform, are we then seeing them purchase on D2C and both platforms? Because a lot of what we look at Chomps is like lifetime value of the customer and like not just what, like if we're setting ROI goals and what we want to spend for customer acquisition costs at the first purchase, we also want to look at what is their projected lifetime value if they're going to be like a subscription customer, a subscribe and save customer. So when we look at clean room, we can look at all of that. And we're seeing, like almost double lifetime value across if we look at both platforms. It's also allowed us to add in a bunch of audience insights to create campaigns within the Amazon DSP and within Meta. It's been game changing to overlay those audiences and also pull in some things that Shopify now offers through Shopify audiences and use those within our media campaigns. Just makes us smarter about who we're targeting, making sure we're reaching exactly who we're trying to segment as a brand for Chomps goals.
Who actually manages your instance of like the clean room? Is it your IT and data team, or does it sit within marketing?
We have a developer on our team who kind of like created the instance, and then an agency partner who kind of like helps us provide outputs. And then some of the reportings, like they have, reports within that already exist. So once you have your own instance, you can but it's more like if you need customizable, then you need some support. But I think totally worth it. It is like an upfront investment and something you have to kind of commit to, because once you create the instance, it takes a little bit of time to capture all the data. But now here on out, like we'll have, years of data compiling, which is going to be a game changer, I think, for Chomps.
Yeah, I think it's just the start of kind of possibilities with clean rooms at the moment. It's so exciting where it can go.
Unlocking so many insights that we never had before.
Yeah. So you were recently named number 5 on Instacart's fastest growing emerging brands list. What's the secret behind your success? What can you share?
Instacart's been such a fun platform to kind of follow. You think about where they were in 2020. We started advertising on the platform when the pandemic hit, and customers were ordering more groceries online, and their advertising at that point was like you gave them the budget and they just ran it, and now they have this like massive platform that's built out through Carrot Ads. And really we started with a small budget, same as I said before, and then have kind of scaled as we've seen results. I think Instacart is a platform that does offer a lot of key metrics that we use to measure performance. So new to brand rate being one of those, lifetime value being another one, and some category share metrics that we set out goals. So 2023 was really successful because we added in a lot of shoppable video and shoppable display. So we were seeing within search that our new to brand rates weren't as high as we wanted them to be. So really it was that time for us to scale up the funnel with them. So they have a lot of new capabilities that launched last year on shoppable video and shoppable display, and that was a game changer for us last year, and I think why we were able to hit the top of that list, and it was so exciting for us. Within our category, we saw a ton of growth, and then just within salty snacks. So we've been tracking category growth, and as we expand retail distribution too, it's so important to add to your Instacart budget because it's just more doors and more opportunity to reach the shoppers in app. So we've been watching that, and then final thing I'll say is we had a single stick kind of like offering in stores, and now we have pantry packs that feed the whole family. And so we've been retargeting shoppers who are shopping on Instacart to make sure they're purchasing larger pack sizes, kind of like a similar strategy that we do on our website and on Amazon. So that's been huge just for average order value and ROAS outputs. Like the higher price point product we're able to convert, the better our metrics are within advertising performance. So it's been an awesome platform, and their team is continuing to take feedback on like what we want to see next. So we're really excited about it, and they'll continue to be a key partner in 2024.
Okay, so we have a game on Retail Media Thursdays where normally we ask 5 quick-fire questions, but today we're going to do a taste test. So can you name which one of these is the Chomps meat stick?
By looks, I think I have a good guess. Chomps looks, the coloring of it looks like very natural, just with, we don't add meat like fillers or anything into ours. So I could make a guess, but I'm going to taste to make sure.
Okay.
That's definitely a Chomp stick.
You're right. That would have been embarrassing if you'd got it wrong.
Yeah, 5 years at the company, if I picked the wrong one, I would have been embarrassing myself.
Well, it was so good to have you on Retail Media Thursdays. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.